Welcome back to the Exile Into the Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. We're going into the third mission of the campaign. Outer Rim Frigate, it was a mine ship, wasn't it? Ida Lewis, rally point near Charon. 15th December 2367, 9 hours after the Battle of Earth. Into the high heavens. Alright people, listen up. We don't have much time, so pay attention while I fill you in. The Shivan offensive against the moons of Jupiter and Saturn has intensified. Heavy fighting now rages across Io, Europa, Ganymede, and Titan. Fleet Master Calithus has ordered all available assets to cover the evacuation of the Galilean moons, while keeping the Demetrius' battle group in reserve should one of the moon's defenses be overrun. On that note, High Command has finished re-establishing itself on Fleet Master Calithus' flagship, and will be coordinating all ongoing efforts from there. Your objective is to oversee the evacuation of the City of the Sun, an installation located in orbit over Titan. With a general population of over 900,000, it is the Syndicate's most heavily populated installation of the Sky Garden class. The installation's central spire contains its industrial equipment and infrastructure, while the 4 outer domes house the installation's residential and trade districts. High Command listed the City of the Sun as a target in critical need of protection. The installation's civilian population is being transferred to the Outer Rim, whatever CO is, Abraham, the first of our newly constructed colony ships. Colony vessel. Initially meant to combine the roles of heavy fleet carriers, mobile command centers, and expedition vessels, the colony ships are now being prepared to serve as mobile cities that can accommodate and feed up to several 100,000 people. 6 of them were being built when the Shivans arrived. The Shivans destroyed one of them, while another 2 were far too early in their construction phase to be able to leave the shipyards. We thus have three remaining. The Abraham's sister ships, the Spirit of Hope and the Adrastus, have already taken on evacuees from other parts of the Syndicate. We must now look after the Abraham until it has finished taking on its full capacity of refugees. Big ol' fat thing, isn't it? That was a 12 bank of engines. The City of the Sun and the Abraham are currently under heavy fire from Shivan warships. We've already lost 2 frigates protecting them, leaving only the frigate Alcom and then in their defense. Your squadron will link up with the frigate Bauhaus, which is being dispatched to reinforce the Alcom. I probably butchered both those names. Support them as well as any additional Outer Rim Syndicate forces on location and provide cover necessary for the station's evacuation to proceed. At this time, we have very few assets that can be spared for emergency deployments. Make the most of what you have and try to keep our ships as intact as possible. Alright. Primary objectives: cover the City of the Sun's evacuation and protect the Abraham. Well, we'll try the Claymore. Alright, seems good. Let's hit it. Alright, let's get in there. Bauhaus is on station ready to assist. Hang in there, Alcon. All railguns target at you and frigate. Let them have it. Alright, destroy Callie's forward B. Let's get this Manticore. We'll also get it in front of the Calicanzaros. Neutralizing that beam. That'll take some pressure off us while we attempt to re-secure the area. Alright, we destroyed Durga. Let's get Diva and then Indra. Let's not go diving on that Rakshasa. Ah! And that's why. What bugs on my 6? Alright. Indra. I see you over there. Alright, let's watch the show. I like how the mass drivers have a piercing effect similar to the beams. Oh damn it, watch out everyone, we got visitors. Incoming bombers, split up and intercept them before they hit the Abraham. Damn it, too slow. They focus on the Shitans from Krishna Wing. Down, moving on to Debriefing. That was my last stinger. Alright, support, hustle it up. Alright, thank you. Shivan warships neutralized. Bauhaus pilots, thank you for your assistance. Abraham, please be advised, we are reopening our hangar base. Civilian vessels will be leaving the domes and heading our way shortly. Prepare to receive shuttles. We are go for receiving shuttles. However, please note that the Abraham has already taken on 160% of its initially planned capacity. The more we accept now, the less space we have remaining for the hydroponics bays. So more people and less food. The refugees can be relocated later, Abraham. I still have 500,000 people awaiting evac. My priority is to send off as many as I can in the time we have remaining. City of the Sun out. You'll never manage to evacuate them all. If this operation takes too long, those already aboard the colony ship can be put in serious jeopardy. Only if we fail to hold the Shivans back long enough, not on our watch. But then what happens next? I mean, where are we going to keep all those refugees? The further we can keep from the Shivans, the better. I hope someone up high is putting together a plan with that in mind. Alright. Never a dull moment, huh? No, Camera is going after the shuttles, because of course they are. Target's down. Oh, I have a shuttle's loss counter up under my hull integrity. I don't like that. This is the Abraham. We are confirming the arrival of the first group of civilians. Good work, pilots. Preparing to launch 2 more groups. Fall back to the station and be ready to form up on the shuttles. Station's not actually that far away, 4 kilometers. Need to be topped off support, let's do it. This is the outcome. We have finished repairing some of our battle damage. Hopefully they'll keep us in the fight a little while longer as we continue evacuating the city. Oh hey, its whole percentage did go up. Alright. Let's get over there. Command system's going to hell. I need a repair. Oh, damn it. Watch out, everyone. We've got visitors. Of course we do. Of course it's fast. Inside the perimeter. We'll deal with this. We need to utilize the fighter escorts to keep protecting the civilians. We lost another and we lost 2 shuttles in that. Your guns, more fucking insects inbound. Delta Wing is down. I think they're the ones who are here first. This is the last of Mitra as long as he's dancing with me, he's not killing the shuttles. Alright, shuttles are arriving. That's the last one in line. The second group of civilians is safely aboard City Control. However, we barely have enough room to house them all. We only have room for 1 more group. I understand, Abraham. We are finalizing the last group's launch. I must warn you of our ground situation. Heavy rioting is starting to erupt around the domes. Our Marines are barely keeping order within the shuttle docks. The last group of civilians is launching from Dome 3 now. Escort fighters, their lives are in your hands. Copy that, City Control. We will be waiting for them. still have all of Beta Wing. One of your guns, more fucking insects. Because, of course, scorpions this time. Damn it! We lost another shuttle. Beta, get on them! Lose too many civilian shuttles out there. Keep the Shivans away from them. Shivans are kept away from them, sir. More insects. Alright, it's the last one. Alright, let's dance. %. Oh boy. Please dock. What are you doing? Go to the docking base the other way. Whew, that was close. Alright, that's the last one. The last group has been safely retrieved. We're now at full capacity and ready for departure. We need several minutes to get underway and clear the area. I don't like that big number of shuttles lost hanging over my HUD. Oh shit, did you see that? There was a massive explosion inside the city's central section. City of the Sun, come in. What the hell just happened out there? Abraham, there was an explosion inside the station's primary reactor. Main power throughout the entire city is down. We are switching over to auxiliary power now. Look, all the hangar bay doors have opened. They've been open the whole time. Any shuttle still in the domes can now leave unhindered. It looks like the situation was grim enough to push someone to a desperate act. Abraham, someone has overridden our control systems and locked all the hangar bay doors in their open positions. We can't prevent any of the remaining shuttles from launching. Oh, crap. Well, we can take 4 more. Civilian shuttles, please stand down. The colony ship is overloaded and cannot support taking on additional passengers. Turn away before you force us to fire upon your craft. Oh, no. Abraham, listen to me. You can't just leave us here to die. My son gave his life for the Syndicate. You can't honestly intend to... Civilian shuttles, I repeat, we are not able to take anyone else on board. This is your final warning. Turn back now or we will open fire. You leave us no choice. Escort fighters. Weapons free. Destroy the shuttles at once. What? Squad Master, there's be another way. We can't just... Do it, Spark. All fighters fire on the shuttles. Don't let any of them land inside the Abraham. Syndicate fighters, don't shoot. I'm begging you, don't do it. They don't show up on next hostile, so it's making this pretty hard. Full radio jam across all pellet channels in effect. That wasn't a Shivan, I'll show you. Shuttles landed 0. Primary objective complete. We did it. All our remaining shuttles are gone. I don't believe this. God, they were screaming. I heard them screaming at us to cease fire. The Federates often used to push us into doing morally questionable things, but firing on Syndicate civilians begging for help? Promise us we'll never have to do this again, Squad Master. No promises. If only I could guarantee you that, Widow. I really wish I could right now. We had to do it, right? I mean, there was really no other way. Option, the Abraham could have just accepted a few more passengers. We were fucking given orders, Widow. The Abraham must have known what they were doing or they would not have made the call. Look at how many lives we saved today. There's no way that all this butchery... Let's just stop talking about it, alright? Discussing this massacre isn't going to make it better. Whatever happens from this point onward, let's never, ever bring up what happened here today, please? Yeah, you're right, kid. I'm sorry. It's just about the best thing we can do for ourselves in this situation. Abraham, do you have a status update for us? We've accomplished our mission objectives here, Alpha. We are now ready to depart, setting course for a designated rendezvous point. Take up escort positions around us while we await mission update. Attention all ORS forces. The astonished juggernauts are moving on Saturn and Jupiter. 4 heading for Europa and Io, 2 for Calypso, and 1 for Titan. Do not engage them. Engage your jump drives and fall back to the rendezvous point. That's an order. Keep the Abraham above 40%. 2 of 19 achievements. That's our cue to leave, people. Abraham, jump now. We'll follow you to the rendezvous point. Oh, Abraham stayed well above 40% without me actually doing much. Unless this is a red alert. Primary objective complete. 2 of 2. Oh boy. Oh, and a Ravana just added insult to injury. We completed the City of the Sun's evacuation as best we could. We could have taken 4 of them. Over 250,000 civilians were retrieved by the Abraham. In its care, they will receive proper treatment and accommodation. Combined with those who already left the station via transports, we estimate that nearly 1/3 of the city's total population made it to safety. I am sharing with you these statistics so as to relieve you of any sense that your efforts might have been in vain. I realize it was a difficult decision for you to open fire on civilians. It is against our principles, and I wish we didn't have to do it. But if the Abraham had accepted even more refugees, then the ship's overpopulation would have eventually led to the worst possible outcomes. Rioting, pandemics, food shortages, even rebellion. We would have lost more people than we would have saved if you hadn't opened fire. In the end, that decision was ultimately the necessary one. This war is far from over. What we are struggling for is the very survival of our race. We will not be able to save everyone that needs our help. Given our situation... That really should have said species. Given our situation, I also cannot guarantee that we will not again be forced into drastic measures like the ones we took today. From now on, you'll need to be prepared for such a possibility, pilots. By the way, the crew of the Alcom sends you their warmest thanks. You did well in saving that frigate from destruction. The losses the Shivans have inflicted are already immeasurable. The more fleet assets we save now, the better our odds of survival will be. That's all for now. You're dismissed. 23 total kills. I'm betting I don't want to count most of them. 8 with 8 assists. 5 Mercury shuttles, so not most of them. 5 Scorpions, 5 Basilisks, 4 Manticores, 2 Maras, and 2 Shaitan bombers. Bringing our all-time total for the campaign to 60 kills with 25 assists. So this was End of the High Heavens, the 3rd mission of the Exile Into the Dark Waters campaign for Freespace 2 here on Paladin Gaming. This is Paladin Gaming signing off.